The vaccine doesn't fight anything. It never touches the disease, doesn't attack a virus, doesn't kill bacteria, doesn't patrol your bloodstream hunting for threats, and within about 2 weeks it's gone. Broken down, cleared out, not a molecule of it left in you. That's roughly when your protection starts. Your body did all of it. The vaccine just handed it a photograph and left. And there's one detail about what happens to that photograph that explains why the second shot works completely differently from the first. Hold on to that. Start with what's actually in the syringe. Most people picture a weakened version of the disease, and for a few, that's true. Measles, chickenpox. Those contain live virus crippled until it can't make you sick. But most modern vaccines contain no pathogen at all. Not weakened, not dead, none. They contain a piece, a fragment of protein from the surface of the thing you're being protected against. Think of a wanted poster. It's not the criminal, it's a picture of his face. Now the part nobody explains. Your immune system already contains a cell that can fight this specific disease. Right now, before any vaccine, you're carrying millions of different B cells, each one built to recognize exactly one shape. And the collection is so vast, it covers essentially every molecule that exists, including diseases nobody's encountered yet. The problem isn't that you lack the right cell, it's that you have about one of it, buried among millions of others. A virus doubling every few hours will win that race easily. So a vaccine isn't teaching your body anything new. It's finding the one cell that already works and telling it to multiply before the real thing shows up. Here's the mechanism. That protein fragment gets swallowed by a scavenger cell, chopped up, and the pieces displayed on its surface. Literally held up for inspection. That cell then travels to your lymph nodes where immune cells are packed together and shows the fragment around until one T cell recognizes the shape and activates. That T cell finds the matching B cell and gives it permission to divide. And it does, into thousands of identical copies. Some become plasma cells, which are essentially antibody factories, pumping out up to 2,000 antibody molecules per second. That's why you feel rough for a day. The ache and the low fever aren't the vaccine doing something to you. That's your immune system running at full capacity. But the antibodies aren't the point, and this is where most explanations stop too early. Antibodies fade. Within months, most of them are gone. What stays are memory cells. During that first response, a fraction of the multiplied B cells don't become factories. They park themselves in your bone marrow and lymph nodes and wait, sometimes for decades. Now the loop closes. When the second dose arrives, it doesn't meet one lonely B cell buried in millions. It meets a standing population of memory cells that already recognize the shape. They respond in days instead of weeks, and, this is the strange part, they produce antibodies that fit better than the first time. The cells refine their own design between exposures. That's the whole mechanism. Not a shield, not a chemical that fights disease. A photograph delivered early so your body can build the army before the war instead of during it. The cost is a sore arm and a bad afternoon. The alternative is meeting the real thing with one cell and no warning.